The preceding period of disunity, the era known as the Three Kingdoms, was a horrible blight upon our land. The marches of the huge armies were especially hard on the farmers. Their fields were trampled, and their livestock was scattered and lost. As a result, the food chain was broken and has yet to be fully repaired. In many cities of this great empire, citizens still go to sleep with empty bellies. More foodstuffs are desperately needed. As usual, our beneficent emperor has the perfect solution, for he has decreed that agricultural colonies should be established along the western border. The food produced by these settlements will go far to feed hungry masses. Your recent revitalization of the empire's capital has put you first in line for an important new assignment. Establish an agricultural community along the far reaches of the Yellow River, at a place called Lanzhou. The emperor will ensure that workers for the fields arrive soon. The terrain is rough, but the soil will welcome the sharp blade of the plow. Keep a vigilant eye on the Gunlansan, the mountain range to the southwest. There have been persistent rumors of a fierce new tribe of barbarians from a land called Tibet. The spirit of the great Taoist hero general, Guandi, can now be summoned. His services might be very useful to the defenses of your city.
Guys, welcome back to Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom. We are here on the second mission in the Shui Tang Dynasty, an agricultural community in a time of grandeur. And so it seems to be an just produce a lot of food, I think we have to do, and get some people going, because apparently the kingdom is starving, and it says there is some military, and actually suggests that we get the Taoist hero general Guandi to fight for us. And military on very hard in this game can be very, very tricky. Alright, so we got to produce 35 baskets of cabbage in a year, produce 45 bushels of wheat in a year, and 38 bundles of millet in a year, with a population of 2,000. It's not too difficult to do this. Let's go ahead and go to the city. Alright, let's slow the game down. Slow the game down. Let's pause the game. See what we're dealing with. Okay, we've got some flat terrain. Now, it did mention that we could be invaded from the southwest. So I assume down here, maybe down here. So if we're building, we want to stay up this side a little bit. Like, building around here seems good. Now, through this playthrough of the Shui Tang Dynasty, at least, I want to move away from... Oh, is this... salt? Okay. I want to move away from organized blocks. If you watch the last mission, you'll see that we're being a bit more freeform. And I think... Have we been on this map before? I'm not sure if I recognize it. Well, there's salamanders there. Let's have a look at our resources. We have soybean, cabbage, millet, wheat, hemp. So we have 5 farming things, really. Lacquer trees. Okay. Irrigation, we might... I don't usually irrigate because usually it says it's fine on, what's that, fertility? But I don't really know if irrigation would make a difference. We have clay pits, we have logging sheds, we have steel furnace, and we have salt mines. Okay, so how much do we have to get here? Cabbage, wheat, millet. So we basically should just focus on those 3. So since that's our primary goal, I want to set that up first. People are going to move in from here. I guess we could be building here. Feng Shui might be a little tricky. Where's the best place to farm? Mixing and matching this could be a little difficult. Let's check exports. We do have Kashgar open. They buy silk, lacquerware, tea, salt. Only 12 lacquerware, huh? Oh, the Lhasa. They're the... Is that Tibet? The enemies? Okay, okay. So we can't produce lacquerware. We can't produce... there's no tea here. So our only export really is lacquerware. And salt. Lacquerware and salt. So, if we want to do that, we have to reach over here. We start with 14,000, that's okay. Where's the road down here? 12 salt is not a lot. So we can Well, we will need to secure, basically, food and money. Where's the connecting point? Here. So this is going to be... I want to do this. I'm just going to have a road extending out there. Can we build a mint on this? No mint. Taxes, we only need 2,000 people. Let's focus on the objectives so we can get this done quickly. Can I mix the farms and housing areas together? We don't have to produce that much food. 35 baskets of cabbage, 45 bushels of wheat. That probably means we need at least 2 farms for each, right? So let's do... Right, Feng Shui, we gotta keep that in mind. Inspector's towers can go here. Okay, so all of this cliff edges are fine. Okay, let us do little housing blocks. Nothing complicated. Right, we can just have that sort of looped around like that. We can hook these up. Try to be a little more freeform, a little bit more aesthetic. I'm gonna be putting... Oh, there is a good spot for it. Okay. So we can have a little housing block up here. But I will shift this... Actually, that's probably a terrible idea. Yeah, we definitely don't want a housing block up there. Feng Shui for houses is going to be terrible. It's okay. We'll keep the housing down here then. So, let's do... not too large blocks. We can just have a little hook there. Nice straight line down that way. And a little curve this way. We're gonna get rid of this road. We can probably keep that one there. Okay, so 2,000 people, we probably need like 4 little blocks sort of thing. Right? Do comma squares require market squares? Common... How do I want to do this? There's rocks down there? There are rocks down there. Okay. So we can just keep this clear. Common square right there. This... Okay, it doesn't need any employment. Oh, there's no good feng shui here. What if I hook it around like that? There we go. Market square there. I might have to do a little trick with the inspector's tower so that I can have a road extending out to there. For aesthetics, I'm going to move it. And we just roadblock there and there, right? And we roadblock here. That should be good. Down this way, we need to get rid of these for an inspector's tower. Clear the trees, because it's not good feng shui for inspector's tower. There we go. Can I get this road a little longer? Go. So a roadblock there, okay. So of course, not the most efficient placement of things, but that's not the goal. That's not the goal. We can hook that back around to that. There's a rock there. Okay, I need to use that rock. Like that. Now look good. If there's a roadblock there. Okay, this is gonna look pretty nice, in my opinion. Commerce, another common market square. And this should be enough for all the housing we need. So we have the 4 blocks here. Up here can be some storage, and then we can have farms going along here. Is there a road down this side? There is, totally. Okay. This is gonna do that. So we can have storage around here in range of all the markets. This road will extend like that. Good. So we don't need this road. We will need to roadblock there and roadblock there. Just roadblock there. To make sure he spawns there, longest range. That should be fine. This should be okay. If we just unpause this, let it run. Get the houses down. Wait, what else? Let's get the services we need down first. We will need a well in each area. We will need an ancestral shrine in each area. I'm gonna forego the watchtowers. And now we can start putting down some houses. Okay. Leave a gap there. Leave a gap here. Okay. Nope, undo that. Oh, Feng Shui struggles a little bit here. I can have a house there, as long as I build a little bit of a grand way there. That works. It's a bit of a mess. It's fine. It's fine. And then we can have a nice row of houses here. This also means when we distribute food, it's not so heavy every time we open up a new area. So this should be able to house 2,000 people if we feed them with stuff. Now, as those people move in, we need to make sure we don't go broke. So let us put down industry. Wage rates very high. We are going to prioritize safety as very high. Industry as high. Agriculture takes over after that because we just need to produce the food in a year. So let's do salt mine. I think one can do 12 a year. Let us do a lacquer refinery. We'll extend the road out here. We will need an inspector's tower. Wait, do lacquer refineries collapse? Do these collapse? Orchards, lacquer trees. We'll have at least one. Artisans. No, kilns. Lacquerware makers. Oh, they like trees? What feng shui do they need? I'm gonna have one there. Can I get rid of these trees? 2. What do these guys like? It is trees. Oh, but they don't like the cliffs. So if I could probably squeeze one there. I could probably squeeze one here. Okay. And in that case, I can have this inspector's tower actually walk down this way. That should be okay. 12 people, not that many, but these need 12 each as well. Commerce, trading station to Kashgar. Safety is a concern. Okay. And we are selling salt lacquer. Okay, we've started our source there. Do we need to build a water crossing to get over there? Is that a requirement? Oh, they spawn from here. Okay. I don't know if a water crossing is required. I'll just wait for people to move in. That's fine. Okay. So besides that... Oh wait, no. I'm supposed to... Almost forgot this. Looks good. Then over up here, we are going to roadblock that so that we can have an inspector's tower here to watch over our storage of a warehouse. Beetle's Fist, thank you so much. It's very kind of you. And we are going to hold here. We don't need to evolve too much, so just hemp and ceramics. Okay. And then we do need a mill as well. Mill on the hill? That makes sense. And we'll probably also need another warehouse to store food. If I put it here. And what are the foods we're storing? Cabbage, wheat, millet. Cabbage, millet, wheat. Because... I'll just set it to 12 each. Because... there might be food requests. I'll leave the road there, but I'll roadblock that. This road comes down here. And then we can put down our farms. Farmhouse. Two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear these trees. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Three. It's here. Chang'an would ally with me. They buy lacquerware as well. Another 12. Okay. So this is coming down this way, this way, this way. Wonderful. And we will need probably 2 hemp farms to be safe. But I don't need a full 2 hemp farms, so I could actually be inefficient with it. Should I be inefficient with the hemp farms? Like 2 partial hemp farms. I probably need like 1.5. So if I'm being inefficient... I could just put a hemp farm here. I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it. I saw a really pretty city designed. online, and they do stuff like that, and it looks cool. But yeah, it's not so great. Anyway, let's turn off all but one of these first, because we're not gonna have that many. Look at that. That's gonna be some hemp. I'll have a second hemp farm as well. Now crops. I keep forgetting what I need. Cabbage, wheat, millet. Okay. I'm not gonna do too complicated a design because we're gonna be here forever, but I'll do lines. Cabbage, wheat, millet. Is this going to always mean we have less cabbage, wheat, cabbage, millet? It should work out okay. Aesthetics are important, which I very rarely say. Usually it's just about winning. But you know, I don't want to do that forever. I want to do aesthetics once in a while. Okay, that's the wheat. Cabbage. Wait, no, I did cabbage. Cabbage, wheat. They look so similar. There, okay, just next to each of these. And millet. Perfect. Renegade says, as a German, I disapprove of everything that's not efficient. Well, deal with it. So we now need another inefficient hemp farm, which I can put right here. And we can speed up the game and let people move in. No one's actually moved in yet. They're just about reaching. So I'm gonna save the game right here. Sweet 2A. Speed up the game. And let's try make sure nothing... My eyes are burning, unsubbed. Oh. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this amazing setup. So we can also trade with Chang'an, which I guess I will just put down now as well, to sell lacquerware as well, which we will need to boost up more. The building has collapsed? Does it collapse like super quick? Salt mines? Industry. Very high on safety. Okay, let's slow the game down. Going a bit fast. Looking at hazards. Oh, wait. Why does this not have employees? But this does. Do we need a water connection? There's no way we can bridge, right? Is it specifically designed to be unbridgeable? Oh no, okay. Bridge. Is that connected? Wait, where am I? Does that count? Why did these inspectors' towers not have workers? They cannot access the labor pool. That bridge doesn't count? Ferry? Needs road. Now it's working. All my stuff collapsed. I don't know how this could access the labor pool, but this could not. Salt mine. That's Twitch chat right now. This is you up here, in the northern corner. Space for 2 more there. Okay, all these people have moved in. Are these just desirability things? You know, I really like the plum trees, but they can't fit there. Cherry trees, looking good. Nice row of cherry trees. Is that Feng Shui okay? By the way, now that I'm recording these in one part and not editing, these colors are gonna pop way better on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out these colors. All the little details and colors, that blue of the pot there, the red of this guy's shirt, it should all be popping real nice. Okay, so we are prioritizing industry here. I think I prioritize agriculture as well to get that going. We need to get things going. We won't hit our targets this year. Alright, health is a problem as well. So I will need to be putting down herbalist stalls. Can I extend this road at all? If I roadblock here, I could then open that up. And I can fit a herbalist stall there. I can actually put a house there. That does work, yeah. Makes this road a little bit better. That ferry landing functions, good. None of this is running. Now they just don't have labor, it's fine. All these houses are only half filled. Okay. Okay. This looks like Pharaoh. Yeah, it's from the same series. So the hemp's gonna start coming down. The inefficient hemp. We're farming a little bit, but we just don't have enough people still. Very high workforce. We're not taxing anyone, so we can't do anything with that. 75 workers needed. We haven't activated these other farms though yet. No point activating more farms if things aren't actually running. Alright, this mill needs to be holding cabbage, millet, wheat. Okay. More people moving in, 55 workers needed. I think we'll hit our targets. I think we have enough houses here. That house is unoccupied. Do you guys need some trees? Yes, look at the plum trees. Look at the purple on these plum trees. Isn't it nice? Okay. Okay. I get that roadblocks do that, but why add another one? Because, for example, if I were to put a, let's say, the herbalist stall here, it could spawn, the walker could spawn here. So you put a row of roadblocks to force them to spawn on the road you actually want them to spawn on. Okay, salt's coming in. 21 workers needed, really? Oh, so commerce is coming in, religion's coming in, great. So salt is now starting to be shifted. This is out of season, next season begins in February. Now, irrigation is something that I'm not too familiar with. Pan Mei, Guangzhou, wants to trade. Guangzhou buys 24 lacquerware and millet and wheat. So we could really push up the lacquerware. So if I wanted to irrigate, I'd need it to go around the back like that. Can put an irrigation pump here. Have this road extend out like that. Does this collapse? So I wanted to check. Those aren't collapsing. Hygiene is okay, but getting worse, which means we do need to put down those herbalist stalls. One there, one there. So like I want to put a herbalist stall here, so I'm gonna roadblock that. Alright, can I extend this road out to there, for example? To roadblock there instead and actually open up this road? Because it's a short road overall, so it should be fine. So we're gonna give our people doctors. Food is slowly coming in. 39 workers needed after that. Some salt going out. I think we sold some. 3 units of salt. Okay. Now, hopefully we can win before any military happens. We do actually need more population. So I'm gonna scatter some houses here, even though it's not desirable. We have a house here? No. Oh, the rock across the road. Ooh. Leave the tree, keep the house. Okay, so we got 2 types of food. Alright, that only records at the end of the year. Keep in mind it's based on Chinese New Year, which is about February. You can make pixel art with trees? Totally. The colors are kind of similar, though. You could make the southernmost block a loop for efficiency. I could, actually, yeah. That does actually work. That's a good idea. This is now a loop. Opening up a couple extra houses. There we go, now that's a loop. That does actually work, yes. Very good, very good. It's the new year, so that means that's where it records. Best is 6. So we did 6 with a minuscule thing. 3 of millet, okay. We need more people in. Is nothing in season? Next season begins in August. Begins in March, begins in July. March, July, August. So around this time, so I shouldn't activate those farms yet. But I should try to get a few more people moving in. That is good feng shui. Can have a house there as long as this road extends out a little bit. Got a couple extra houses down. I'll need decorations there because the markets are terrible for desirability. Okay. Hygiene is good but worsening. Yeah, we need to start feeding our people. I don't think we have enough food, which is our smallest block. This one, right? I can actually go to commerce, shops, food shop, and place one here. Set it to minimum plain food. Now it is... I'm gonna activate another farm. It requires a lot of workers. Our money is doing okay here, so I'm actually gonna deprioritize industry. And try hit our goals here. That's gonna kill our industry for a whole year. Need to make sure these are functioning. The religion, yeah. Safety, religion. So commerce is not so functioning, but I want to try farm as much as possible here. Let's just irrigate it. Because by doing this, we should hit our targets. That also looks great. This field has been irrigated. It only irrigates halfway though. This field, what's the range? Irrigated. Yeah, it's about halfway. I can't actually get it round this corner. I have to get rid of one tile there. I can do this. Doesn't look as great, but it should help. I think. Do we have Shen Nong on this mission? Yes. But we have nothing to give him. I think we should be okay just doing this. Our industry is absolutely killed. But if we could just... Did we manage to feed anyone? There's 600 food here. What is the market person? Oh right, we don't have commerce going. So if I deprioritize agriculture for a little bit, get that guy going back out, boost up agriculture priority again, that will feed these houses, which will bring in more people, which will help. Chaos Fangs, thank you so much. Oh, thought it was all econ? No, we actually have some military on things. Appeal of the neighborhood. Ooh, a lion sculpture right here. Wonderful. That actually fed quite a few people. Like, that only used like 200 units of food. Okay, but this should get us so much food. And as we feed people... So once the food's in, we can start feeding. So I'm just gonna wait for the food to come in. As soon as the hemp's harvested, I'll disable those farms as well. I forgot this needs wood. Well, it's the first harvest anyway. Is there no good spot? I guess it temporarily has to go there. I know we need more workers. We need to feed our people. 46 workers needed. We're not actually that short, it's just we're prioritizing so heavy on food here. Because as soon as we hit these targets, we can hit 2,000 people and win. Very easily. Very easily. So they just don't attack you if you don't build military? No. Actually, in this game, you can see the cities have defense strength here on these icons. Or military strength, rather. They're shields, right? So what happens is, if you have very strong military and walls, it actually deters people from attacking you. So the stronger your military, and the more the other cities like you, the less likely they are to attack. So you can avoid military by having a strong military and sending gifts. Now this is going to bring in so much wheat. Like, this should be a ton of wheat. And also, it's July, so as soon as the wheat is harvested, they start farming the millet. And that's harvested in November, which overlaps a little bit with the cabbages, which begins in August. August, September, October. Yeah, 2 months overlapping. So this brings in the wheat. So we can actually feed a little bit more. Which is another... Oh, you're just gonna take that food? Yeah, it is being used up. Let's keep these houses evolved. I'll wait for the next harvest. I know our money is taking a little bit of a hit, but that's not really a concern now, is it? All this wheat stocked up. Look at that. Bam. I could actually have this here because it's within range of the road, so I can do this. Just to make sure we can actually store more cabbages, millet, wheat. right? And we can actually overlap this a bit by setting all of these to 12. So there will always be room for at least 8 of the third one. Because I just want to make sure it actually counts to 45 bushels of wheat in a year. August. Shops. Food shops. When's the harvest of the millet? November. The cabbage is in December. So we gotta start distributing a lot of this food quickly. Because we stored 12, 24... 12, 24, 36, plus we take some, that's 36. So we can hold 36, which is pretty close. Wheat is the main concern. I think we did produce enough. I'm just not sure if it's come in or been sent out. Because this is selling cabbage rolls, which uses wheat. That's a few hundred units there. Hemp is coming in. Fantastic. So this hemp, we can just start distributing hemp to all places. Shot by 69 workers. Okay, September. No, we are keeping agriculture maximum. Some people did move in, which is actually keeping some things afloat. Well, some of these houses need some trees. Flowering plum trees. Look at that. It's wonderful. I love these trees. All the hemp is in. That should be plenty of hemp. Hemp's not a target, right? No. So I can now turn off the hemp farms. That should help our employment quite a bit. Good, good. Yeah, there is still some wheat hanging around here. And now with that employment, I can put down... Let's slow this down so it doesn't glitch out. Food shop. Food shop. And by glitch out, I mean I make a mistake. Set this all to plain food. Plain food. Plain food. And they're gonna go take the food as soon as possible. This needs more appeal, and they need music. Let's speed up the game. Lacquer's in, lacquer's in, wood's in. This is actually functioning, okay. Lhasa can interact with the world. Okay, which means I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna save the game because something could go very wrong. Alright, once the second type of food is in, here comes the millet. We're gonna start, all the food shops are gonna go into motion and solve our employment problem. Now, this needs some appeal as well. Okay, good. I'm pretty sure we have enough houses. These hold like 30, 31. Going for 2,000. They just need music, and we could get ceramics in once the things evolve a little bit. Okay, that's a lot of millet. So that's 12, 12, 12. That's 36 filled with spare. And for millet, we're going for 38. Yes, so we definitely hit the target there. All the market ladies, the food shops are going to get food. This is in range, right? Yes. Today's menu, millet cakes. Millet and wheat. Cabbages are coming in as well. Fantastic. So at this point, we can deprioritize agriculture to low. And I might as well turn these back on, because it is deprioritized anyway. And just to guarantee we hit the proper target, I am actually going to put down another warehouse. It can be there. Hook this up and set this to holding the cabbage, millet, and wheat as well. I just want it all stored up to make sure there's room for everything. Okay, we have so much food, that's actually gonna last us like a couple years. And with all the people moving in, we can now go to entertainment, music. A couple music schools should get all 4 markets going. 77 workers needed, but it's all in agriculture, which nothing is working right now, except for this, which is out of season anyway. Are we even selling enough salt? 7 out of 12. I think a second salt mine would actually just guarantee that. Does anyone else buy salt? Not right now. Maybe some of these other cities, but... okay. That's a lot of food. That should hit our target. So now all we have to do is get to 2,000 people and we win. Which, since there's no actual prosperity target, we do have a Feng Shui target though. We can just have a shanty town on the other side of this river. Nope, not that one. Right? I will still play objectives when I can. Making slums on the poorest side of the river. You guys get no food. Water's okay though. Okay, it's now March. So we didn't get 45 bushels of wheat in a year? $30? There's no way we only did 30. There's no way we only did 30. What are we farming right now? Is it wheat in season? Delete other types, place more wheat. Yeah, we have to, right? Luck is real, thank you so much. Let's boost up wheat production here. By taking out a couple of rows of other things. I'm sure that it can't be 30. We filled 36 minimum. That also means we have to reprioritize agriculture until the wheat season's over. How did it count that wrongly? Or differently? We have so much hemp, let's just turn that off. Okay. I'm gonna set this to just not accepting the other things and just allow wheat storage. This one as well. Because we have plenty of food stored up. We just need... Will this actually be okay here? I can place some here. Allow this to hold 32 wheat as well. Just so we get all the wheat in. Let's farm even more wheat. I'm sure we had enough. Anyway, let's get these houses evolved. $1,000 people. Okay, Feng Shui is still good. Great. This needs appetizing food. We actually do have 3 types of food, so let's set all of these to appetizing food. Some are actually serving appetizing food. Okay. We're actually low on money. How's our employment? 30 workers needed. Okay. Once some people move in, we gotta focus on actually doing things. Oh, these people are just moving in here. Okay. We just need the wheat. Gods. He's a little unhappy. I should give him wheat, right? Since we're gonna get a lot of that. Okay. Why did all these houses devolve? Appeal of the neighborhood. Let's just do gardens here. Did these just never evolve in the first place, or...? Okay, this is gonna hold... how many people? 22 plus 19? Why is it such odd numbers? That is gonna bring in quite a lot of people. All these houses are like super empty. Needs music. Really? Do we still not have enough musicians? Yeah, we actually need another music school. At least one more. 8 bundles of millet? Sure. Okay, so we got plenty of room to store wheat. Surely this is 45. It must be. Like, if this one fills up with 32, it's gotta be. All this moved in, good. Okay, okay. But see, these natural roads, they start to look nicer once things come together and you fill in the gaps. Right? Rather than just having boring blocks. Alright, it's wheat harvest season here. I'm not gonna bother fixing the fields because we're out of money anyway. Some lacquerware is coming in. I would tax people, but... we do have unemployment, actually. But we'd need to build an administrative city, which costs 270. I think it's fine. Let's just put another lacquer refinery here. Can have good feng shui there. Just needs a grand way. And we're actually out of money. So let's try not go into debt. Let's wait for some things to sell. BreakAway sells for so much. 210 each. Jeez. Okay. Population's 1,300. Most of these houses still not fully filled. Yeah, there's so much room. There's so much room. We can now just deprioritize agriculture. We have so much food stored up. Things should be fine. I will set that to working because we have unemployment. I will go ahead and double up on the food shops. That way we can store more food in the markets, which are all serving appetizing food. Just have to get these houses evolved. There we go. Lovely little city center here, don't you think? Don't you think? Okay, I'm pretty sure. Look, this filled up with 29. Plus all of, like, this alone is 29. Surely that is 45. Surely. Then again, I'm sure I hit 45 last year. The pattern's gone. Oh well. It's actually low on wood. We can drop wages to lower our unemployment down to normal. 4%. Okay. That actually saves us some money as well. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. Totally forget about these things. And you need one music school per market, it seems. Well, let's stick a music school there. Okay. Okay. Food supply is still looking fine. We had a lot of backup. A lot of the wheat was taken. Okay, it's fine. 5% unemployment. That's okay. Food shops. The second food shop's now stocking up. Good. We're in debt a little bit, which is not so good. We have some things to sell. Or an emissary. A helping hand from Chang'an. 1,200 strings of cash. We're fine. We're fine. It's no problem. These are all functioning as well. Kindermax, thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Okay, 1,600 people. These houses still not filled. I think we actually hit our target. If not, so it's 41 each house. Guys, can someone do some math for me? 2,000 divided by 41. Oh. 48. I have 46 evolved to that level here. Yeah, we have enough. We have enough. We just need them moved in. Not even counting the slums. Okay, it's January. It's gonna count our bushels of wheat soon. I hated trying to get an economy going on this mission. Love to dock. What a name. You don't have to get an economy going on this mission. You just need, like, a little bit over here to sell things. Like, I got 3 lacquer workshops, 2 farms, 2 salt mines, and I think I'm overproducing salt by quite a lot. You just need to produce the food, so 4 big farms, and get a bunch of houses down. That's it. All these food shops are well overstocked now with appetizing food. Okay. So we're very close, very close. I will save the game here just in case. If it doesn't count 45 bushels of wheat for this year, it's definitely wrong. Oh, actually it's 48.7804. Oh, okay. Hold a festival? Sure. Ooh. Yeah, but I don't really care about this stuff, but if we get invaded, defensive bonus will be handy. Morale of your foes will be lessened. Okay, good. We don't need to collect animals here. Some desirability issues. Don't think I can quite evolve those, but it's fine. It's February, so it is a new year. It counted the 45 bushels of wheat. Of course, there was a we did 53. I feel like it's more, but so now we just need to gain like 115 people. And even some of the slums is not quite filled out. Yeah, come on.
The city that Lanzhou will always have food for new visitors.
See, when you decorate things up... Oh no, that's... undo. Undo. Perfect feng shui, yes. That is... It's a personal challenge, a perfect feng shui. Doesn't actually... It's not that important. But see, when you do these natural roads, it looks so nice. It looks so nice, right? Can line some gardens here. Looks great. We can put a round wayside pavilion. It's nice. 60 more people, and we win. Easy. Easy. Why aren't you selling food? Because our trade centers are over here. Wait, who buys food? We could sell millet and wheat. Alright, that would have made things a little easier. Totally forgot we could sell food. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Guangzhou. Like, I could have done this. Sold millet, sold wheat. Yeah, we're selling food. We're selling food. This looks like Pharaoh? Yeah, same series. They even buy extra lacquerware? Yeah, but food's down here. Lacquerware's up there, rather. Food's down here. Lacquerware's over there. But there's 2,000 people, which means we should be winning right about here. Maybe next month. Maybe next month. Oh. Thanks for joining, Psychonaut. These games are pretty confusing. It's April. Victory screen. Come on. We're actually making quite a bit of money now. Surprisingly. Like, more money than I thought we would make. Which I would use to redesign my farms again. Oh, it's just sort of messed up there.
Well done, noble administrator. The bountiful harvests from the fields of Lanzhou have helped to alleviate the terrible hunger that only a few years ago tightened the bellies of our people. Even your handling of the volatile Tibetan situation proved to be a wise course of action. Unfortunately, I fear this is not the last we will see of those ruthless barbarians.
I didn't do anything with the Tibetans. They just... Maybe they invade you at some point, but we won pretty quick. Well, score's 6-9-1 here. How long were we here? 78 months. That's not that long. And again, that's still quite a few years. 597 is when I won. Huh. Anyway, that's what you can do when you're aiming for the objectives, but you can see my more natural style of building cities now, not doing super efficient hemp farms. It's fine. It's fine. It looks prettier, I think, than big blocks here and there. It's also somehow more practical. It's more practical because usually when the big blocks, I do like an 18-row block, the herbalist can't walk far enough, or one common market square can't feed that many people. So when you just have like 10 houses on a single road, not too long, herbalist can reach, everything can reach, no worries. And I think it does actually look better. I think it does look better. Once you see that corner down there where everything's just sort of mixed up together, it looks nicer. Anyway, we avoided the military and won the mission. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining. If you're watching on YouTube, click the buttons on the screen right now. You can check out the other missions or the other series, like 50 missions of Pharaoh, 2 different series of Caesar 3, and much more on the channel, Nostalgic and City Building. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next mission. Bye!